SummerSlam is this weekend. Let's get into some predictions. So in the first match, we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and I really don't know what to say about this match. I'm guessing Sami wins. Just no good build for this one, but I'm going with Sami. Next, we have the Tag Team Championship match between Judgment Day and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and I do think Charlotte and Alexa go over in this one. I think Judgment Day are just going to be fine. I love Roxanne. I love what she's doing, but I'm going with Alexa and Charlotte. And next we have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I just can't stand Jelly Roll being in WWE, but I'm guessing that he's probably going to come out with the win here. Next, we have the tag team match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I'm going with Reigns and Uso in this one. It's really the only thing that makes sense here. Roman Reigns and Uso are going to win. Next, we have the Women's Undisputed Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, and the only sensible booking here is to have Jade Cargill win, even though I am disappointed about that because I am a big Tiffany Stratton fan. But Jade is probably going to go over here. Finally, we have Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm guessing that this is where Seth Rollins comes back and shocks us all and ends up not being hurt, cashing in his Money in the Bank after CM Punk wins against Gunther, or to make it a triple threat. Now in night 2, we have the massive tag team ladder match for the tag team titles on SmackDown. I can't remember which ones they're called. But I kind of went back and forth between these three, Andrade and Phoenix for Axiom and the Wyatt Six retaining. I do think in the end the Wyatt Six will retain, but I do think the next likeliest one is Andrade versus Phoenix. It seems like the crowd really does like that tag team, so I think those are the two most likely options. In the Intercontinental Championship match between Dom and AJ Styles, I'm going to go with AJ Styles to win the Intercontinental title here. I think AJ could do a lot of good with it. And there is some news coming out about Dom being the headliner of AAA, so we'll see what happens there. In the United States Championship match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu inside a steel cage, I do think Solo Sikoa retains here, which is probably the most shocking result of the night. I've really hated how they've booked Solo Sikoa up to this point, but I think now is a good opportunity to make him look a little bit stronger by letting him win cleaner than usual against Jacob. And in the Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria Intercontinental Championship match, I do think it's an interesting hint on Raw that it looked like Bayley was lost and didn't know what she was going to be doing at SummerSlam. So I'm expecting Bayley to come in and just destroy this match and have Becky end up winning in the end, setting up a big Bayley and Lyra feud. And in the triple threat between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky, I'm going with Naomi to retain here. She just hasn't had the title long enough, and it seems like it's something the crowd really likes. And in the final main event between John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship, even though I am a huge Cena fan, I am going to predict that Cody Rhodes takes his championship back. I don't know if The Rock is going to show up. I don't know if Cody is going to turn heel, but I do think you need to have face Cena at some point, and maybe this is a good point for him to drop that title, but I could be totally wrong about this. He could end up holding that championship all the way until the very end, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say that Cody Rhodes wins the championship. I think if there's an opportunity for The Rock to show up, it's probably now. What I get right, what I get wrong, let me know down in the comments. Enjoy SummerSlam. Peace.